Congratulations on a great season, both as part of a team and individually with all the awards you've racked up. You've talked a lot about winning and teamwork and the fact that everybody has a role, less focused about yourself. But a lot of role players don't get the recognition you have in postseason either with these awards. So talk about is maybe how satisfying it is that you've played the right way, but it also got the recognition that it did.
Yeah, I'm happy that I was able to play the right way and also get the recognition because a lot of times that can go unnoticed. Like I get often did in high school, but it's just a testament to the fact that the right people know real basketball. The fact that they were able to recognize, and yeah, I'm appreciative for the award for sure.
And when you look back, and this is my follow-up question, when you look back at the final weeks of this season, 11-game winning streak in league play, that's big. But you guys, the competition got stiffer through about 5 of those games here toward the end, and you stepped up your game along with other guys. Can you talk a little bit about your role as you see it now, helping this team win basketball games as it's moved in the top 10?
Yeah, I mean, at that certain point in the season, we saw the schedule. We saw before the Alabama game, we saw how tough the schedule was about to get, or maybe even the Florida game. So we just saw that, and then the coaching staff recognized it, and the team recognized it. So we knew we had to play at another level. And I mean, I'm proud of my guys that we were able to step up to the challenge and conquer it.
Thank you.
Nate Allen.
Moses, just as far as playing either Mizzou or Georgia, just kind of what are your memories of those 2 games, and just what do you look for on Friday night from them?
Yeah, that's a really good team. I know Georgia really stepped it up these last couple of weeks as well, playing on another level than they did last time we played. And Missouri, where it was a top 10 team throughout the season, has their highs and lows. So I mean, they're a really good team, and we're gonna have to bring everything we got to beat either one of them.
Thank you.
Bob Holt.
Yeah, Moses, JD got sixth man of the year. He's obviously been a key guy for y'all season off the bench. What do you think of his season? What do you think of a guy who, my guess is he probably would like to start like most everybody, but he's embraced that role coming off the bench.
Yeah, that says a lot about him that he's able to embrace that role and then come out every game and give us what he does. I mean, he's completely deserving of the award, I think. Just a guy that could be a starter on a team and is willing to come off the bench and do what he does. That's just amazing.
And Eric Musselman talked earlier in the year. I think he was a little frustrated by JD's shot selection at times, and maybe wanted him to pass the ball more and play better defense. And it seems like he's doing all those things now. He's shooting better. He's playing really good defense, and he's being more of a playmaker for you guys. What have you thought about? What have you seen from his game? How it's evolved from back in November to now?
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning of the season, like I've said all season long, it's just finding your role. Everybody's trying to find a role on the team. Even what Kevin said earlier about a lot of role players don't get the recognition. The point that I'm making is that everybody's a role player. LeBron's a role player. KD's a role player. It's just that everybody has a different role on their team. So by the end of the season, I think everybody's really finding their roles, and him specifically, he found a way to help the team win, and that's what he's done.
We really haven't asked you about that this year, but you're listed as an NBA first-round pick, lottery pick. I know Mike runs that in your bio, what all the draft sites say about you. So, your life's probably getting ready to change here for the better in not too many more, I guess a few months whenever the draft is. But have you even given any thought to that? Just how do you feel about that with the season you've had?
Yeah, I mean, right now, given the tournament's coming up so soon, we just gotta lock in and focus on bringing home the gold, you could say. So, I've just got the tunnel vision focused on that right now.
Okay, I got a couple more. If time allows, I'll give it back to Mike. Thanks, Moses.
No problem.
Curtis.
Hey, Moses, this is the time of year where you start hearing people say that certain teams are built to win in March, and a lot of folks have said that about you guys. What do you think makes this team fit into that category?
I mean, we've been preparing for it all year. Coach has done certain things in practice because he just preparing to make a deep tournament run. He said over even in the beginning when we weren't winning as many games, it's just that we got the older guys, we got the vets, we got guys that's played in the tournament before. young guys. Just like everybody's been saying, we got a good mix, a good mesh of all different aspects and components that we would need to make a deep tournament run. So yeah, I think we're built for it.
And then, obviously earning that double bye in Nashville is an advantage, but it does leave you not knowing for sure who you're going to play until the night before. I know that you're doing a little bit of prep on both teams, but I'm just curious, how do you approach that from maybe a mental preparation standpoint when you're not really sure who you're going to play until the night before?
Well, I mean, I'm still a young guy, so I'm coming out of AAU ball and tournaments like that. So we played two, 3 games in a day, and you know how those tournaments can go. You don't know who you're gonna play the next games, and you might not even know till you come to the gym. So I just have that mentality still because I haven't really transitioned into being a vet in college or anything. Just that being just last year. So me personally, it really doesn't make a difference to me. I'm ready to play whoever steps out on the floor.
Scotty.
Moses, JD said earlier that everybody on the team, genuinely likes each other, likes being around each other. I guess my question is, what makes the chemistry better or different in a positive way than some other teams you played on?
The best part about this situation, I don't want to say the best part because I'm talking about COVID and the fact that we are quarantined together. We don't really go out and hang out with other people. I don't want to call that the best part, but that makes it to where we're forced to be around each other. And when you're around some cool guys all the time, then you're forced to build that relationship.
Hutch.
Yeah, Moses, I know a lot of fans and everybody were kind of upset that you weren't the SEC Player of the Year. Did you have any reaction to that? Did you feel like you maybe deserved that award, or does it, add a little chip to your shoulder that you didn't get it?
I mean, I got a lot of respect for the league and the players that are able to play at a high level each and every night in this league. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to take anything away from anybody that was obviously deserving of it. I'm not sure about the decision-making process or anything, but I mean, just someone that can play at that level. I mean, I'm honored to be named, to be mentioned amongst the top of the league and players of that caliber. So, I mean, I just got a lot of respect for the game and everyone in it.
Randy.
Moses, since we're talking about awards, one of the teams that I'm kind of surprised that an Arkansas player was left off, and that's the all-freshman team, and Devo Davis. Talk about how you've seen Devo's game evolve over the year. And then, of course, the other one that is Justin Smith, who was not named either to the first or second team All-SEC. Talk about Justin's game and how much he's made an impact on this team.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Justin's impact on the team goes without saying, given our record with and without him. When he came back after the Alabama game, we haven't lost the SEC game since. And I mean, that says a lot in itself. I mean, he's a prime contributor on this team. I mean, what he gives us each and every day goes without saying. You guys can see it. So I mean, that is what it is. And again, I don't know what goes all into the decision-making process behind closed doors, but yeah, I mean, I feel like he definitely could have been there, should have been there. Same with Devo. Yeah. Same with Devo. He's, I mean, just the kid that he is. I know that just something like this, him not making the team or whatever, he's not going to take that and put his tail between his legs. He's going to take that as a chip on his shoulder. And I mean, I wouldn't want to line up against him after you even snubbed off a list like that, because I know he's going to put in the extra work and come back ready to show you why he should have been there.
Well, you almost answered my next or final question. That was, do you think the team as a whole will take this slight for Devo and Justin and use that as motivation?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't control life. All you can control is how you react to it. Your reaction to life. So I mean, the situations, what others do that affects you, you can't really control that, but it's all about how you respond to it. And I feel like we're just gonna take it up another level.
Bob, follow up?
Yeah, Moses, I think it was Steve Sullivan or somebody tweeted out the other day, Moses, 56 points last 2 games, 0 turnovers. And then I looked up in the last 4 games, you only had 2 turnovers. A lot of guys who handle the ball as much as you do, they're going to have, 2, 3 turnovers a game, and people live with it because of all the other stuff. What's been the key to not turning the ball over hardly at all?
I mean, it's been a focus. It's been a focus for me, just playing more efficient, and in that aspect, I mean, coach been preaching that all year. So I mean, that's something I've specifically been focused on, just trying to get a shot on goal every possession. That's what coach always says. So just really buying into his coaching philosophy.
And then, Arkansas, for all its success historically, has only won the SEC tournament once. That was in 2000. Were you aware of that? Because you weren't born then, I don't think, probably. What do you think about that? And would winning the SEC tournament mean a lot to you guys? Or, yeah, you're already in the NCAA tournament. You probably got a 3 seed. I don't know if you can play your way into a 2 seed. I don't know how all that works, but you're going to be a high seed. You're going to be in the tournament. What's the motivation for the SEC tournament for you guys?
I mean, we're on a win streak, so I mean, we wouldn't want to end that anytime soon. And I mean, we're competitors, so every time we step on the floor, we're trying to win. And I mean, we're making history this way anyway, so we might as well go and get another tournament in.
And with the voting, the SEC office stuff, the conference puts out, the coaches vote on that, and then the AP's media. I know Herbert Jones, who's a fine player and all that. He had 5 votes for Player of the Year to year 4. You guys were 1, 2 in the media voting. Hearing that, I don't know. He's a senior. His stats aren't quite as good as yours overall. What do you think about that? Hearing it was a 5-4 vote.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and I mean, again, like I said, I'm honored to be mentioned amongst these guys, and that's just that's nice to hear that these high-level coaches think so highly of me. So I mean, that's great. That's great for me to hear, especially being my first year in the league. Them only having a year to evaluate, and just the respect that I obviously get. I mean, I appreciate that.
And then if you guys play Missouri Friday, that'll be sort of the rubber match because you both beat each other. And obviously Justin missed the first game, and then Tillman for them missed the second game. What would you think about kind of the rubber match against Mizzou? And then if Smith and Tillman finally get to play, what would you think of that matchup?
Yeah, I was really hoping you didn't bring that up, because I was going to, the fact that they didn't have him and then we didn't have Justin. So this is going to be both teams fully loaded. Well, I mean, we're going to be missing Jay Will still, but I mean, it's still just going to be a dog fight. We fighting for the SEC tournament. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure about Jay Will's situation, but yeah, we're going to be out there competing just like any other game. We're 1-1, so we want to get that win on the series.
And let's say we don't know if it's going to be that, but if Justin does get to play Tillman, will that be a fun matchup to see?
Yeah. I mean, I want to see it, and we all gonna be out on the floor, so we're gonna have help. So it's no one-on-one matchups. You got your boys with you regardless. And
if you guys play Georgia, you obviously blasted them here without Justin. If you did play them, would there be any feeling like, well, we already rolled these guys, so, or would you, any fear of overlooking them or not taking them seriously enough because you beat them by 30 already?
Nah, like I said earlier, I got a lot of respect for each and every player and every team in this league. It's a very competitive league with a lot of competitive players. So I mean, any day, any night, any game, you can get caught slipping. And I mean, I know that, we know that, so we're gonna stay ready at all times.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Moses, appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And next we'll bring in